name is Jacqueline Gray, and I was introduced to micronutrients I would say about a year ago. And my husband and I, we decided to take a look at it and do some research on it prior to even taking the pills. However, during that particular time, especially at work, I was under a lot of stress and my blood pressure was uncontrolled, unbeknownst to me. And I had to go in the hospital because I couldn't breathe. I knew prior to why I couldn't breathe because basically I was in the hospital in 2017 with the same condition, but it was a little worse in 2000. No, it actually got worse in last March, when I was in a hospital. I had to be hospitalized for it. The doctor came in and said that my injection fraction was 29%, which was not good. And then when we did our follow-up visit, my husband and I with the doctor, he said to us that it wasn't, good. That was not a good place to be in. So we sought out a second opinion. And from the second opinion, the doctor told us that what I had could be reversed. However, he thought it to be a mitral valve prolapse. The mitral valve prolapse, he said, if it was severe, I would have had to have open heart surgery. But if it was not severe, then medications would control it. Being introduced to micronutrients, we decided that we would try that along with the regimen that I was on. And I would say a month later, because I had to go to the doctor every month at this point. A month later, when he did the ultrasound on my heart, he said that, no, I'm sorry. He did the CTA, which is a CAT scan of the heart, so he can get a really good look at what was going on with my heart. He said that the heart looked like it had started to repair itself and that I did not need surgery. So that was the first good news. The second good news came the following month, when he said that now my heart looks like it was into full repair, whereas the first doctor said that the injection fraction would never repair itself, it would never reverse, it would only get worse, and I would have to only control it. But now with this doctor and with taking micronutrients, that's the only thing I can liken it to, because that's what changed in my life when I started taking that, the micronutrients. The heart actually repaired itself and the mitral valve actually repaired itself. So the injection fraction went from 25% now to 49%, which the doctor was telling my husband and I was technically unheard of. Basically, he was shocked, and so were we, that my heart actually repaired itself. My sister, unfortunately, had a similar heart condition to mine, and she passed away December 3rd from the condition. And this was after I had told her about taking the micronutrients, but she didn't take it. And I did. And I'm still here to tell the story. So I'm extremely happy about that.
We're happy about that also. And you mentioned this was congestive heart failure?
Yes. Yes, so it's a form of congestive heart failure. The doctor said that there are many, what people don't realize is there are many forms of congestive heart failure. My particular congestive heart failure came from uncontrolled high blood pressure and then my mitral valve backing up into my lungs. One of them where the flap would open and then close, it was fine. But when the flap opened, one of the flaps opened, the blood went back in. It was like backing up into the heart and then overflowing into my lungs. So he said that was because the heart was stressed from the amount of pressure that was being put on it because of the high blood pressure. So yes, that was a form of congestive heart failure.
Have you been able to get your blood pressure under control?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, yay. Went to the doctor 2 weeks ago and my blood pressure was 129/60.
That must make you feel pretty good.
That makes me feel awesome. That makes me feel awesome. I mean, it's a scary place to be because you're talking about the heart. So that's a very scary place to be when your heart starts to malfunction on you. And you can feel when that heart starts to go, because with me, my breathing was labored. I didn't even realize how labored it was. My husband realized, Kevin realized how labored my breathing was. And he kept asking, babe, what's wrong with your breathing? And then also my stomach was extended. And he said, no, something is not right. Something is not right. That's because the blood from my heart was backing up over into my lungs and I didn't realize it.
Incredible. So someone introduced you to micronutrients, specifically Micro Daily. And how much of it were you taking or are you taking now?
When I was diagnosed at the time, I was taking 6 a day.
6 capsules.
I was taking 6 capsules a day. So I would take 2 in the morning, 2 for lunch, and 2 at night, or 2 with my dinner. Now I'm taking 4 a day. So I take 2 in the morning and I take 2 before I go to bed. But on the flip side of that too, what I noticed is that even with my sugar, because I'm diabetic as well, but with my diabetes, I don't take any of the regular drugs that everybody else take. As a matter of fact, coupled with the micro daily that I take every day and another natural pill that I take, my sugar is controlled. Looking at, whereas when I was taking, believe it or not, the Farxiga and the Jumevia and all those pills and the glipizide that the doctors had me on, my sugar was 220 every morning. I would wake up. And now my sugars when I wake up is 87, 100. It could even, sometimes I have to watch it because it'll drop to like 80 when I wake up in the morning. And some people don't believe me, so that's why I take pictures of it.